I'm not a sports kind of person, but on the 27th day of COVID isolation with my children, I decided to start playing soccer with them. On the 28th day, I started thinking about soccer balls. This part of the story is important because it's a reminder that you don't need a playbook of educational ideas. Anything can work because everything is interesting. And so I had an idea, to recruit a group of high school students who would learn to make soccer balls, ball pumps, jerseys, and goals. And to make sure we look at things with a broad perspective, beyond ourselves and our homes, we would ship what we made to another group of students in South Africa. Surely, in all of this, we would learn something. We always try to have some collaborative element to our projects, but this was certainly the most elaborate. So we video called with the leadership from Global Camps Africa, Mpumi and Emily. And after much conversation and realization of our shared interests and goals, everyone seemed to agree that this might be a good idea for our students.
This is very exciting. For kids to learn to make something, it always gets me giddy.
You can take your pick of educational philosopher, but you'll find that they all say the same thing when it comes to the importance of social and cultural connection in making meaningful engagement with the world. And of course, we always see this importance confirmed in practice. This is the story of the Vector Space Soccer Around the World project, a partnership with Global Camps Africa. It's a look at how we develop our educational programs, what those programs look like in practice, and how it all plays out, including all the highs and lows. We start every project by writing a list of the tasks that need to be completed in order to succeed. In this case, making a ball, which needs a bladder and a casing, jersey design and screen printing, etc. This is our roadmap, and we know well that it's not likely to lead directly to our destination, but it's a start. Of the 4 major things we need to make for this project, I've only ever made something similar to 2 of them, a t-shirt and a hockey goal. When I have experience with the task, or the task has very little uncertainty to it, I simply write up a plan without much further research. But when something is almost entirely uncertain, like I don't really know if it's possible to make a soccer ball bladder without a factory, I do a little more research and I do some of my own prototyping before I ever start the project. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of experimentation with different types of rubber and different adhesives and see what seems to work best, if anything at all. The idea here is not to give the students the answer. I'm really just trying to make sure that we have something that will work so we don't get stuck waiting for weeks for the product that we need to be shipped to us. So I ended up finding something that worked, but as I'm working through this footage long after the project is over, it's funny looking back at myself and seeing how far off I was in my prediction of how this would actually go. Once we have our roadmap, we then make 2 lists. The first is a list of the skills we want our students to acquire. And the second is a list of the big ideas we hope to convey. One of the big ideas for this project is that seemingly simple things like soccer balls can actually be very complex. And there's a lot to be gained in thinking about such things. I always find it ironic that in the STEM fields, where we're arguably most indebted to society, this lesson in social consciousness is usually overlooked. We decide how long it might take to accomplish our goals, we recruit our team, and we take the first big step on a project still surrounded in uncertainty.
My name is Garrett Mann. Irvin Putney.
Raina.
Conlon Fletcher.
My name is Garrett Geller.
I'm Colin Wiggins.
And I'm Adam Sponarelli. The first day of a new project is always difficult. Students don't know the instructor, they don't know each other, and they don't really know what they're about to get started on. And you can't just jump right into casting latex into a spherical plastic mold. There's a lot of discussion that has to happen early on. So I always find it helpful to introduce some hands-on activity to keep students engaged, and I like to make it simple to keep confidence high. In this case, I decided on making simple notebooks. It introduces the laser cutter, which is a tool that everyone likes, and leaves everyone feeling the IKEA effect of a new self-made notebook.
Behold the magic. How to do? Perfect. Nice.
And then we get to work, and in the process, we get to know each other.
It would be pretty light, and virtually, you know, if you were to hit it with a soccer ball, it would probably, you know, kind of might topple over or something like that.
I go through the process of brainstorming a roadmap for the second time, but this time letting students lead. It becomes clear that the first thing we need to do is research. That last page you had was the one I was looking at. Yeah, that thing right there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it says water pump, but I mean, it'll pump air. So.
Say something like that. You know what I mean?
And the logo's
A logo there.
Yeah.
And then on the back, say this is the back, right? This is very crude, okay? Name, which is vinyl, right?
Yeah.
Number, which is vinyl or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you continue this pattern onto the back, or have a completely different pattern.
But if we're talking about a complex, like one color, then you would want to screen print it. Otherwise, like cutting the vinyl with tons of lines and different curves,
This is normally stay.
tons of pieces. Yeah, the more like it just gets super hard to do.
So we can just do name and number. Vinyl then, I guess.
No. There's basically two methods. There's plastisol, and these aren't really methods. They're just different types of paint. There's plastisol, which is like a thick plastic, and then there's
That's
water.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's water-based, which I think Urban had the water-based.
What is that?
That remember that was the pink stuff on that screen.
Oh, okay.
That's the part that's gonna harden from UV light.
Okay.
Well, right now we're looking at retailers for the best shirt.
Okay. Anything you like so far?
Right now I'm really just trying to take price into account,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna.
Do you guys like the long sleeves or short sleeves?
I'd probably wear a short sleeve.
So one of them, I think that one's standard English sizes, and then these ones are metric. So you can try threading the needles into each of those until you find the right size.
Okay.
No, we're trying to figure out costs to latex and butyl rubber.
Okay, so you narrowed it. You're looking at two different materials. Butyl is very hard to find.
Cause I found some in China. It's like 32 cents per like almost pound, but you had to buy 50 pounds.
It's butyl rubber sheets, strips, and rolls.
Yeah, that's what we need.
So they have a. I guess that would be another thing we'd have to look at. So.
Trying to find like the ink for screen printing. Like,
To see like what kind of options there are.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go look at what we have?
Oh, sure.
All right, let's go over there. All right, so you know how to mix colors?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I think.
What color are you gonna make?
Purple,
Okay. And what do you think you have to mix?
red, and blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. Oh, they smell.
So to get the paint out, use like a plastic utensil.
Okay.
And then to actually mix them around, then you use this spatula.
Okay, cool. I feel like a scientist. There's like a purple tint.
Yeah, I think keep mixing. I think it's coming out.
More latex this is supposed to be.
Okay.
How would you recommend us finding that out?
All right.
We have an idea, but
What's your idea?
popping.
Okay. Yeah, so that's one idea, is taking one apart. Another way I can think of is to basically get lots of different thicknesses and then kind of get a sense of them and feel like, all right, is this one thick enough? Or is it thin enough? Is it still stretchy? So, I mean, we could do that right now. Come with me, both of you. Okay, so I have some different rubbers here. So what kind do you think that is from your research so far?
Butyl rubber.
Butyl. Yeah, it's a tire. It's a bike tire. So that's butyl. So you could cut that open. I mean, this is all your guys, so you can cut it all you want. You can cut it open and measure the thickness.
Like that's thick. That feels a little bit too thick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, and that's very thin.
That's very thin.
And yet it doesn't have nearly enough.
How much thinner is this than that?
Probably quite a bit.
That seems a little bit too
stretchy.
Too stretchy, but it's close.
Do you guys know what that is?
Latex.
Yeah.
Latex.
Yep. And then
Cut that open?
Yeah, cut that open. And then, Irvin, can you show them how to measure the thickness with the calipers?
I actually like this color.
Oh, okay.
This is really pretty.
You gonna remember how to recreate it?
See, like, this is supposed to be like beachy style.
Right.
But like, I feel like for the jerseys, like a sleek look.
The other times I measured.
All right, what'd you guys find?
Well, I'm basically done with everything I had to do.
All right, so tell me. Actually, why don't we get back to the classroom and kind of tell each other, tell the whole group what you found.
Also play trash can basketball with that.
You could.
Well, let's start over at Conlon and go around. So tell us what you were working on and what you found.
I found materials for like the outline of the goal.
And what are you thinking?
Probably either PVC
Okay.
or like a type of wood that's in Africa.
So did you find, was there PVC available? Did you look into that yet?
Oh yeah, it's like made there, so they have a lot of it.
Okay. And did you look in Johannesburg specifically? No, but South Africa? Okay, so it shouldn't be a problem then.
And then I found materials for the netting.
Okay.
And then nylon and fishnet were the most durable.
Okay. Nylon netting. Did you get any like prices on that?
Oh yeah, the nylon was $221 per square foot, and the fishnet was $788 per square foot.
And did you calculate how many square feet we need? No? All right, can you make a note to do that next time? Or later? So, what do you guys think about material choices? So we're saying PVC or wood.
That's good choice selection.
A good option.
Yeah. But the only concern with the PVC, as said earlier, is the actual, like, special ones, like the
Elbows.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
I wanted them, they had, that construction, like, when they have, like, that, like, orange, like, netting.
I meant
That plastic netting.
fencing.
Yeah, they can just put that on it.
Yeah,
Just,
that could be netting too. That's another interesting material, Conlon. But yeah, Garrett's asking, how would you attach the netting to the frame?
Well, you would put, like, some sort of, barrier or some sort of, like, thing in it, like, on the top.
You don't want to put too many holes in it because it gets water all in it.
That's a good point.
There's a lot of conversation because there's a lot of new ideas floating about. And sometimes they get lost in the weeds. I just try to keep them on a reasonable path. We work through the ideas one by one, gradually coming up with a plan. And once they're thoroughly worn out, I find a way to wake them back up.
You guys want to cut a ball open?
Yeah, cut it in half, cut it.
All right, yeah, let's go do it.
Where?
I think, okay.
Yes. You can see the rubber lining right here. See that?
Yeah, so that looks like, it's definitely not latex. Man, that's thick, isn't it? I mean, that's not very elastic.
Let's see, where's the...
See, there's the four lit. Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
No
There's
lining?
it's like part of this. It's like,
Oh, so it's like the World Cup.
it's like,
almost.
Oh, that is super.
Okay.
So does yours have that adhesive?
Yeah, you
No.
can. Well,
So
it
they're-
has this, but you can see the padding. Alright, I guess.
But feel their panels. That part is like it's sticky.
So bladder and bladder, and then in between the bladder and the outside.
Yeah, this is like more sticky. Like, look how like actual durable this casing is. Like, I'm trying to cut it with a knife.
Wow.
It's almost like fabric, like literal fabric.
And then
No, this one's definitely thinner. But I also think this feels like latex to me. It's very stretchy. And this one feels like butyl. So how do they create these seams? How do they sew them? I mean, that machine.
It's the one that actually looks like everything.
The tightness of that.
This is like the only one.
That's in the bladders.
same size and everything. I mean, you could see it like it's the same.
What's the difference? Or it's the same?
It's the same.
It looks a little
Because
bit.
they're all three like different.
I know. I don't know.
Dude, hold on.
Which one do you think you could make?
Probably that one.
You're trying to get this panel?
Yeah, I was trying to get the.
I'm curious what this bladder looks like. Where are the seams on it? Does it have any seams? Because look at the seams on this. This one looks like from that video we watched.
Yeah.
Where you can see all the panels on it that they cut out on that die, and then they put it in that big steel mold and heated it all together. But because that's latex, I wonder if it looks very different.
Try to grab a valve. Try to open that one part.
Peanut butter jar.
Can't, like, it's such a cold.
We start day 2 talking about our peers in South Africa, and these are the students who are going to make jerseys for our team while we send them all the equipment that we make here. We set up a WhatsApp group with 4 students from global camps and their mentor, KB. They had already sent us a couple videos introducing themselves.
I'm Mazibugo from Alexander Township. I'm 18 years old and I'm also a learner at Minerva High School. Something that serves as a complimentary program to me is watching soccer. Soccer has taught me that life is unpredictable. You might never know what might happen now, today, or tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for your time.
So we talked about those videos and quickly got to the part where we realized how little we know.
I'm actually surprised because one of the girls had braces on. You know, you wouldn't suspect that. You know?
Why is that?
I mean, because like they're generally expensive, and I thought we were like I thought they were like a little bit less rich, or not, or a little bit less money.
Yeah, less wealth. No, that's interesting.
You can tell that our conversations were slow and calculated, but still clumsy. And I think the reason is that these are conversations we don't normally have, and we don't want to offend anyone or embarrass ourselves by showing how little we know. But I include it here because I think it's important, and I don't actually think that anyone should be embarrassed here, because this is such a common reality for the average American. And why wouldn't it be? When else do we take time to think beyond our borders? The only thing to be embarrassed about would be to never have these conversations in the first place. So we embraced the experience, and we enjoyed getting to know each of the global camp students.
Good afternoon, campers and virtualists. I am Pumzile, class doing grade 8 from Polusho Secondary School. I live in Alexander.
To my lovely virtualists and campus, my name is Norma Mabile from Alexander. I am a learner in Minerva High School. I'm 19 years old. The story that I would like to share with the US team is that I've enjoyed being part of Season 9 since from 2017. The virtualists showed us a lot of love, humanity, and campus too. One day I was given a chance to be a group leader for youth club, and my group won, and that made me feel that I have a capability to do anything in life. Again, I'm given an opportunity to be part of soccer t-shirt project. I'm hoping to do the best. Thank you.
Good day, Bocelli and all Sizanani campus. My name is Blessing Mube and I'm 17 years of age, currently matriculating at IB Academy. I live in Alexandra Tutumani, and what I would like to share with the US team is that we are willing to learn more from you as much as you guys may be willing to learn more from us. And I hope that we take the most enlightening and the most educating journey of all times. Peace out.
Next, we reviewed the previous day, which I always find useful in getting myself and the students on the same page.
That's it for Raina. Urban, what were you working on?
We tore open balls.
Alright, cool. So did it give you any ideas on what you want our ball to look like? Or how we would build our ball?
A little bit, yeah. Or maybe a lot.
What's your... Do you have an idea on how to get the lining on there?
The string?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to inflate the bladder, correct? And then have, like, I guess a machine that would, like, hold like two rollers here, right? So that it can go this way and this way. And
then I remind the students that it's day 2. We have 37 hours left to figure out how and to actually make a soccer goal, jerseys, ball pumps, and balls to send to our new friends around the world. So let's get to work. Making new things can be expensive, and teaching novices to make new things is even more expensive, as you'll come to see in later episodes. This project is made possible thanks to our sponsors, NovaTech, Petroleum, and the Berelsman Family. What do they all have to do with soccer? Nothing. They care about meaningful educational experiences and strong communities.